I'm sorry, ma'am.
So let's talk about that big update Hallmark dropped on Instagram. The news is officially out. When Calls the Heart is coming back for season 13, and Erin Krakow herself delivered the announcement with a smile. The short video teased that we'll be seeing the new season sometime in 2026, and while there's no specific date yet, we do know it'll stream the next day on Hallmark Plus. That's a win for anyone who prefers to catch up on their own schedule. Now, the folks at Hallmark didn't miss the chance to show their love for the fans, aka the Hardys. Samantha DePippo, who's the Senior VP of Programming at Hallmark Media, gave a heartfelt shout-out. She said the Hardys are more than just a fan base, they're basically a family, and it makes sense. The show's been going strong for over a decade because of that community, and its blend of hope, humor, romance, and resilience keeps hitting home with millions of people. So yes, season 13 is happening, but what's even better is that this might not be the end. There are whispers that Hallmark's not done with the series yet. While we wait for more info, now's actually a great time to rewatch the earlier seasons, or maybe dive in for the first time if you're new to Hope Valley. The show's based on Janette Oke's book from the Canadian West series and made its Hallmark debut back in January 2014. That's over a decade of storytelling, and it's still going strong. Erin Krakow leads the show as Elizabeth Thatcher Thornton, and she's joined by a stellar cast: Pascal Hutton, Jack Wagner, Martin Cummins, Andrea Brooks, Kevin Smith, Chris McNally, Kevin McGarry, and Viv Leacock, just to name a few. Since season 8, each season's been 12 episodes long, so we can probably expect the same format for season 13 too. But as always, stay tuned for official updates. Let's rewind to that season 12 finale for a sec. It was packed with surprises and emotional turns. Elizabeth and Nathan found themselves in totally new territory, and while their relationship seemed more solid than ever, their future in Hope Valley got a lot more complicated. Between growing families, career shifts, and medical concerns, the town's peaceful rhythm took a hit. But that's also what keeps things interesting. The ending gave us those classic When Calls the Heart feelings, bittersweet but hopeful. And if history tells us anything, season 13 is likely to drop about 10 to 15 months after season 12, so fans are looking at summer 2025 for a possible premiere. Even though Elizabeth and Nathan left Hope Valley at the end of season 12, that doesn't mean they're gone for good. Erin Krakow is the show's heart, and she hasn't passed the torch to anyone else, so it's pretty likely she'll be back. And Kevin McGarry too, along with Jada Lily Miller and Highland Goodrich. That family dynamic was just getting started, so there's plenty more story to tell. Rosemary and Leland, played by Pascal Hutton and Kevin Smith, are also expected to return. They've been core characters for a while now, and their storyline still feels like it has a lot more to offer. Jack Wagner's Bill Avery, Chris McNally's Lucas, Amanda Wong's Mei Sue, Ben Rosenbaum's Mike Hickam, and Viv Leacock's Pastor Joseph all seem like sure bets too. These characters have been building their own arcs and have become essential to the town's fabric. That said, not everyone is guaranteed to come back. Some newer faces might not return, and that's mostly because their storylines felt like they reached a natural end. Tierra Scovby's Ava was one of those characters. Memorable, but her journey kind of wrapped up midway through season 12. Same goes for some of the younger cast members. Grayson Shinye, Vienna Leacock, and Christian Michael Cooper played Emily, Angela, and Timmy, and since they're graduating high school, it's possible their time in Hope Valley is done, at least for now. On the flip side, Miranda McDougal's Edie Martell has been getting more screen time, especially with that budding romance with Lucas. She could definitely become a regular. Same for Jacob Shumay's Oliver Garrett, whose friendship with Allie might be setting him up for a bigger role. And then there's Georgie McGill, who's been slowly entering the picture and has a promising connection with Bill Avery. If Melissa Gilbert sticks around, that plotline could add some emotional depth. Looking ahead, season 13 might bring the town itself into the spotlight more than ever. With Elizabeth torn about leaving Hope Valley, the show seems ready to explore what makes the town feel like home. Even aside from her and Nathan's future, we've got a lot of action happening right in the heart of the community. Lucas and Edie could get deeper into their political pursuits, especially if they're fighting for Hope Valley's well-being. And with May and Hickam settling into married life, there's definitely room for some fun family planning storylines. There are actually a bunch of directions the show could go. Rosemary might keep spicing things up with her Valley Voice radio show. Those segments are always a fun touch. Faith's clinic could go through a transformation too, especially if they lean into Hope Valley becoming a hub for diabetes treatment. And with Bill and Georgie's possible second chance love story, we could see more of the judge's past and maybe even a big lifestyle change if he convinces Georgie to stay. And of course, there's the blended family arc with Elizabeth and Nathan. That feels like it's going to be a big focus next season. The season 12 finale made it clear that little Jack's diabetes diagnosis has thrown a wrench into things. Staying in Hope Valley may not be the best option for his health, which is why Fullerton, where Jack's grandmother lives, is on the table. Whether they go or not, Nathan and Allie seem fully committed to supporting Elizabeth and little Jack, which really speaks to the strength of their bond. So don't be surprised if season 13 leans into that family journey. There's also a chance we'll meet more of Nathan's family. Kevin McGarry has hinted at wanting to bring Nathan's mom into the picture, which could open the door to even more heartfelt and maybe even humorous moments. Watching these two families merge and find their footing could be both emotional and lighthearted in all the right ways. As for the kids, little Jack's health is obviously going to stay a major storyline, and how the family handles it could show us a lot about their growth. Meanwhile, Allie's got her own path to explore. Her love of wildlife and growing connection with Oliver could lead to something sweet and meaningful. So while there's a lot of uncertainty, there's also a ton of potential. In the end, even though season 12 left us with some tough questions, it also gave us a bunch of reasons to look forward to what's next. The cast feels strong, the town still has stories to tell, and the themes of love, community, and resilience are as present as ever. Hope Valley's name isn't just symbolic, it really does reflect what this show is all about. So, while we wait, there's no harm in rewatching a few favorite episodes and keeping an eye out for more updates. Season 13 might be a while away, but the heart of the story isn't going anywhere. And that's a wrap for today's video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Got ideas for future videos? Drop them in the comments below. I'm always looking for what you want to see next. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, share, and of course subscribe to stay in the loop, especially if you're craving more updates on When Hope Calls and Season 13 of When Calls the Heart. Also, I want to hear from you. What did you think about today's topic? Let's chat in the comments. Now go ahead and smash that subscribe button, you know you want to.